Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I have Coach Tony Galloway in the house. Coach, what's up, man? Tony Galloway, a.k.a. DJ Standout.
Let's go.
A.k.a. the man, myth, and legend right there. A.k.a. a brother in Christ. A.k.a. a family man.
Yes, that's all true.
Man, I'm so glad I get to catch up with you. Today, we're going to talk about the Oklahoma Swift in here. Tony Galloway is a great coach right there. Okay, Swift. Founded by Amber Mathurin right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, making a great spread. So we're gonna jump straight into it, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, as one may say. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Galloway. My name's Chris Mathurin, and today we are chatting about Oklahoma Swift. What do you think about the intro, here, man?
That was great, bro. I think you should keep that going, man. I need to bring you with me on the road.
Look, man, just let me know.
Man right here.
Let me know name and plate, man. That's nothing. On a scale of 0 to 10, that was like a 2.5, man. I can go at 12.
All right.
I can go at 12. I'm going to
talk after this.
100%, man. Man, who is Tony Galloway?
I'm a dad. We've got a family of 4 kids now, so we've got 6. I had to count them in my head.
I did the same thing, brother.
Here, very
congrats,
recently.
Beautiful baby, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, so that, and then I do music. I manage artists, DJ, and produce music, and kind of travel around and do that. And I'm helping a Transformation Church with their music, and I'm a basketball lover. Played basketball in college and some overseas things, and then coaching now. So it's fun to see the next generation kind of go off with that. And then my twin boys are just turned 12, so it's fun. They're kind of getting to that space where it starts to get serious. So I'm excited about all of that. And
so congratulations to you guys. You know, we first met through Coach Donnie.
Yes.
Oklahoma Boys and Coach Donnie. What's up, baby?
What's up, Coach Donnie?
Just got back from a great missions trip. Coach Donnie doing amazing things out there. Check him out.
Like 5 games in his he's got
his whole career, man.
Like 5,000
in his last 3 lifetimes. He's only lost 5 games.
The best coach.
They say he's like the winningest coach in Oklahoma, man.
Yeah,
if you take all the coaches,
I heard that.
Include all the sports, Coach Donnie's
his record is actually
he's
insane.
Blessed, man. Check him out, Coach Donnie Boswick, Oklahoma Wesleyan. You know what I mean? So he hooked us up, bro.
Yeah.
Then we got together over a splendid cup of tea and coffee.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, and we just started talking, man. Next thing you know, you coaching for the Oklahoma Swifts, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just the way that Coach Donnie talked about you and your wife was it was something that I believed in and wanted my kids to be involved in. I think above the basketball skills, it's like how are people going to treat your kids? How are they going to raise them? Like, are they going to help them to be better people overall? And I think just a combination of those 2 things that you guys have, it was something that stood out to me. And honestly, when I was bringing the boys over, it was I thought I was handing them over to be coached in the system, and somehow y'all flipped it, and then I ended up.
It's not y'all. It was Amber, the director.
It's Amber's fault. Yeah,
give her credit.
We got flipped around, and then I coached them, but I'm so glad it worked out like that because it's just been an amazing time, amazing season, and the kids that I have on my team, they're just. Man, it's so fun seeing them develop, seeing them actually like love and care about each other as a team, hang out. I mean, they're at the pool yesterday, like just spontaneously, they're just hanging out. Yeah. And the parents are just amazing parents. So it's just been, it's been a blessing for sure.
Man, that's all we need. That's perfect, man. Let's cut it, man. Let's go. I'm just kidding. So let's talk about the kids. So we had that conversation, and then the next day, man, you start bringing in kids. What age do you coach?
I coach. They're going into 6th grade now.
So you
5th grade.
So last year you bring in the 5th graders, and there's like a 6'4" kid, 6'7" kid, man. You bring in like a squad from all over the world, right? How you make so much contacts in a short period of time, man? Because you got a squad, bro.
Yeah. It's neat how that worked out. I mean, we were kind of talking about this earlier, but. A lot of times, it's just getting to know people, like finding out who's who, and it just kind of worked out. I mean, it's crazy how one of our kids is like he's legit like 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah, got the drop step and everything. His brother,
his brother is a top 75 player in the senior class, and we actually just randomly met them. In a neighborhood that my parents moved into. So, but the crazy part is that he ended up living like down the street from us. Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes those things are things you can't really draw up. It's just one of those things that I feel like God just kind of lines certain things up. And so, it's crazy how, some of the kids came together, and then some of them were in the Swift program. And it's been neat just how they've come together and really formed like as one team. In that process.
I mean, there's a big class for like the fifth graders and the sixth graders and all that stuff. Are you guys actively looking to add to those teams when tryouts come around?
Yeah. So we've got tryouts coming up here in like a month. And so we're gonna look and see who else is out here in this area. My kids are going into sixth grade, and so we've got a whole nother team for fifth grade as well that we're gonna fill out. And then my team will have some slots available as well. So we're looking to continue to just elevate, the level of play in the program and really compete. I think this year the focus was in Tulsa, playing in Tulsa, becoming a dominant force in Tulsa, and we did really well this year. And then we played in some tournaments outside and did well too. So it's neat. I think as they continue to elevate their game, it's like you can go into even more and more competitive environments. And thrive, and so that's the thing we want for our kids. We want them to be pushed and to grow, but not to be squashed, So it's like all about timing and getting them prepared for the environment that you're taking them into,
Yeah, I love that. And so you did get to travel quite a bit. Tell us about traveling a little bit there. Because traveling for fifth graders, that's pretty cool. They waste no time, man.
Man, they were excited. I think they had those dates circled on the calendar. It's like so we ended up going to Arkansas, and the kids loved it, man. I don't know. I mean, they played well and had fun in the games, but just as much as that was like going to the pool and hanging out with each other,
the
going
camaraderie,
to the
the team building
place.
off the court.
I mean, it was just like it felt like just a big party for them, that whole weekend. And so we've got another one coming up where we're going to OKC this weekend, and so they've got that on the calendar.
Oh, so you guys are still going. A lot of teams have stopped now, but the Galloway team is just rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah, we might just keep this thing going.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, why not, man? More the merrier. I know there's a lot of kids out there watching this. What advice or tips do you have for the kids to prepare for the next round of tryouts? Is there anything they can be doing to work on their game? Or
absolutely. Consistently work on your game. I tell kids, it's better to have a dedicated amount of time that you're getting after it every day than it is to try to do all of it in one day. I mean, it's just like in school when you're trying to just cram for a test and whatnot. It's like you don't keep that for a long period of time. It goes like as soon as that test is gone, like you forgot it. I mean, I'm sure you've forgotten a lot of stuff.
Unfortunately, I did. I barely scraped through, but that's a different story, man. Let's focus on the kids, man.
For sports, the consistency of hitting it, if I'm doing, even if I'm doing 5 minutes of ball handling, if I do that every day for, a month, that makes a huge difference over me doing that for 1 hour in one day of that month. And so just having a consistent time period where you're actually working on your game, working on your shot, working on your ball handling, those type of things, it's gonna show up when it's time. You can always tell kids that work on their game versus kids that are not working on their game.
Can you share real quick, like, because it's not like you take a big paycheck to do this. You know what I mean? Like you're giving your blood, sweat, and tears to invest in these kids. What have you got from this process of coaching Oklahoma Swift?
One of the things about coaching is that you start to understand the value of pouring into things that are outside of yourself, and also the way in which that has a ripple effect. And so I think that's just great for us as humans to understand, because a lot of times as we go through life, it's about us. And as we start to realize that we have more impact when we pour into other people, I think that's the real win, and I think as coaches, you all start to understand that, I mean? And that's the reason that a lot of us do that, because it's not, we start to understand the value of pouring into other people and the difference that it makes, and it's neat to see that, it's neat to see the kid go from, they're struggling at the beginning of the year to even dribble the ball, and then at the end of the year they cross somebody up, and you're like, and then it's on the And One mixtape tour, you know what I mean? It goes viral on TikTok. It's crazy. I mean, I was just telling him, one of the kids on our team, like the youngest kid on our team, like this last week, like, we were trying to figure out how to get playing time, and then this last week, like he got in there and he scored the most points of anybody on our team in one of the games, and you're just like, what in the world? This is crazy. And the kids on our team are going crazy, cheering for him and all that. And it's like, man, this is a win. So
tell us a little bit about your playing career. I know you mentioned it earlier in the pre-show, but tell us. So you played overseas a little bit. What was that like?
So I played a little bit overseas. I mean, after college, I was. This is actually one of the things that I'll talk to people about a lot of times, but. I was really into basketball. Like that was like my thing. It's like, man, I'm gonna go to the NBA or I'm gonna play pro. Or I'm gonna go as far as I can go, and so I just pursued it as hard as I could. But I think you always have to understand that basketball is not your identity, but it's something that is that you can go as hard as you can in it. But just like understanding, like if I'd mess up or like I don't end up in the NBA, I'm not a failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but I didn't really have that great of a gate on that. So anyways, I just went after it as hard as I could and kind of pursued it in a way which. Like on some of the opportunities, I remember I went to one of the last times I went to was in Romania. Like I went out to Romania to go play basketball. But at that time, my wife had our twin boys.
Wow.
And so I'm out there and I'm like, what am I doing out here? Like, because I wasn't getting paid well, all that type of stuff.
The food probably wasn't that great either. Like, what am I doing?
There's better. But some of those opportunities were really neat. Like I ended up going to, I played over in the Israel-Palestine area for a team in Bethlehem, and that was really neat.
Really?
Yeah. So,
oh man.
So that was really neat just to be in that area. I'm going to places that were in the Bible, and then I'm playing basketball in Bethlehem. I'm just like, oh, this is crazy,
man.
And so I think it's neat where basketball can take you and some of those opportunities where it is, especially as long as you're like in a healthy space of like how you're pursuing it and pursuing it, with the passion, but understanding that like just with the open hand of what God wants to do with your life.
I love that. And now you got that perspective that you can go ahead and pass down to the younger generation, which is exceptional, man. I thought I was gonna go to the very top and I definitely go, but I didn't put the work in personally, to get there, but at the same time, basketball was definitely a tool to get you from A to B, and there's a lot of kids out there too. As long as you keep working in your game, enjoying the game, having that passion and loving it, and like you said, doing it the right way, I mean, the outcome's going to be a winner anyway.
Yeah, that's
what
it,
I mean?
man. Like, use basketball, don't let basketball use you. Like, what I'm saying?
Say that again.
You know what I'm saying?
Say that
use
again.
Basketball. Don't let basketball use you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how you
simplified,
win.
man.
That's it.
But that's how you win right there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to end on that note right there, as one may say. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony, Coach Galloway, a.k.a. DJ Standout. We'll do that in the next show.
Oh,
get some music up in here.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Like we said, this is the Oklahoma Swift Show, bringing on coaches from all over the program right there. No better way to start it off with one of our greatest coaches, just giving, investing into the kids, not expecting anything in return, but getting so much more in return, as one may say.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are the best.
Coach Tony, appreciate you. Appreciate everyone out there. Appreciate all the fans. Appreciate all the parents, all the support. Appreciate our director, Mrs. Amber, as one may say.
Absolutely.
Until next time, take care of yourself. This is Tony Galloway. I'm Chris Mathurin. Stay tuned more from the Oklahoma Swift.
See you guys.
Yay. Peace. Say. Perfect, man. I love it, bro. I love it. That was freaking